Okay, we have the Pocket Go, a Amazon type purchase. Let's see, what do we got here for size comparison? Let's use the Game Boy Micro. Actually, let's grab the cartridge out too. So there's a cartridge, Game Boy Micro right there. So let's throw that up there. Well, actually, let's go around the box here. Pretty plain. What do we got here? Alright, so XD card, headphones, games, full screen, original resolution, screen brightness, battery life 2.5 IPS. Alright. Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, Sega Master System, PC Engine, Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Neo Geo, and MAME. That's actually a pretty good lineup. Interesting little baggie right there. It's kind of neat. Let's see what we got here. I sure really do like that baggie. Alright, so let's grab the Game Boy Advance here. Or, sorry, Micro. So, a little bit bigger, but still a nice size. So let's see. Well, let's not do that yet. Let's see what we got in the box. Packaging. We got some instructions. Looks like we got some more buttons there. I do like that they included some buttons. That is actually it's actually kind of neat that you can change those out. What do I got to compare with on that? Nada. But those are Nintendo buttons. And let's see, what do we got here? Micro. Oh, this is actually pretty nice. Micro SD. So USB to micro SD. Got the covering over the screen. Micro SD slot. Let's see, what do we got here? See if I can get that to actually focus in. There we go. 8 gigabytes. Yeah, for retro stuff, that could pretty much hold the world. So, let's see here. There's usually a factory charge and everything. What do we got here? It's hard to see there, but we have the on-off. Nothing on the bottom. On the side, what do we got here? That is a volume. We have reset. That's where the card goes. Headphone jack, 3.5mm headphone jack. USB for charging. And, well, I take that back. That's audio video. We got the headphone jack over here. Okay, so, see if there's any juice in it. Turn it on. There we go. Pocket Go. Oh yeah, on the front we have, let's see here. Let's see if we can get that in there. Select and start on the right-hand side. Right there. And then, of course, your directional pad. Looks like here's your speaker grill there. Oh, yep. If you look in there, you'll see the cuts in there for it to come out. A, B, X, Y. Not cross Y. L and R. That's pretty good. See what else we got on here. Bard, Commander, Player, Explorer, WQX. No idea what that is. Terminal. Alright. Oh, here we go. Let's hit the triggers here. So we got Game Boy Advanced, NES, SNES. So everything's on here emulator wise. Atari 2600 I saw on there. Let's hit that. Of course, there's nothing in there. So let's go a page over here. Let's see what we got here. Cannonball, Cave Story. Doom. Oh, there's no way that this plays good. Let's try it out. I mean, it does look good. Let's see how this goes. Not too bad. I mean, my playing, yeah, is nothing exceptional, but the game itself seems good. Let's see. What do we got for weapons? Anything new? Just the handguns. Alright. Alright, so where's that reset? Right up here. Oh, look at that. Got the map. That's cool. Alright. Press Y to quit. Alright. That didn't work well. There we go. Yeah, so reset. There we go. Alright, so we're back. Hit B to go back. Alright, so that was pretty cool that was in there. There's a bunch of games already on here. I'm wondering how many of these are just really duplicates of, or a reskin. Wolfenstein 3D's on there. That's, I mean, that is its own game, but it's kind of like a Doom. Let's see here. Digger, never played that before. I'm assuming it is what it says it is. Oh, yeah, so it's kind of like a Dig Dug game. Alright, that's cool. So now, I'm going to see if I have something that I can put in here as a cartridge on it. So first of all, let's shut this thing off. Let's take out the SD card. Turn it back on. Nothing. Alright, so it needs that SD card. Alright, so I'll be back. I'm going to go get some games on that SD card. Hopefully it goes okay. But, let's see here. That just goes in here. There we go. And that's actually really cool that they included this. I mean, I can use this for a lot of things. It's only 2.0, but I mean, I'm not going to be dragging any huge files over, so we'll see how that goes. I'll be back. So I ended up not putting any games on here, and the reason why is I wanted to kind of show what I found out on it. Let's see if I can get in there better. I'm actually going to take the protective screen off because I think that's messing with it. So I skipped ahead and went to Atari right away, and I should have went through here. So here's the Game Boy. And I'll go inside there. There is a ton of games in here already. And I played a few of them and actually was pretty impressed with what's in here. So let's go back. Game Boy Advanced. Astro Boy's in there. That's awesome. I have a very sad story on how I should have bought that and didn't. But, yeah, so let's go out of there. Let's go into the NES. Whole bunch of stuff in there also. Jump to the SNES. And even more stuff in there. In fact, let's go up there a bit. I played that a little bit. That was pretty awesome. That was a slow game even on the Super Nintendo, so I did feel that effect. And then we got the Game Gear. Whole bunch of stuff on there. Keep going there. There you go. Alright, and then Mega Drive. Bunch of stuff on there. Atari, and then here's where we start not seeing much. But, let's see, Neo Geo did have a couple things on there. Metal Slug, which is a phenomenal game. FBA, nope. Arcade, I'm not going to click on right now. There is stuff on there. PC Engine. There's actually a bunch of stuff on there. And actually, let's go ahead and just do it. Arcade. So it launches into here. And I sat here for a while going, what's going on here? Once you're in there, then you got to push a button. But you'll see there's a whole bunch in here too. Ghosts and Goblins, such a tough game. Mortal Kombat 2, NBA Jam, Simpsons. Like how it says 4-player. I don't know of any way you'd get to play 4 players. X-Men 4-player, but okay, so we loaded up here. I'm zoomed way in, so let me get my arm stabilized. And type OK to continue. How about I just hit the B button? Oh, continue. Okay, no. How about start? How about R, L, X, Y, B, A, select. Well, that's kind of a letdown. Let's try another. Oh! I just hit reset. Errors detected. Any button to continue. Well, look at that. So far, horrible sound. Ooh, a little laggy. See what happens when we get into the game, though. Alright, so credits. There we go. Select gives us credits. Oh, it's horrible sounding. Alright, so start. A. Enter initials. No, I don't care about my initials. Alright, that's pretty tough. Let's hit reset. Oh, took me right back out. That's good. R-Type. I'm a huge R-Type fan. Let's see how R-Type works. And it's going to load the bin up too. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so there's no OK, so we'll hit the reset. Oh, that took us back out. Let's try that again. Nothing. L, R, reset. Nope, reset takes us out. Alright, so personally I find this, the main part, pretty unusable. Neo Geo has BIOS issues sometimes, so let's see how that goes. Let's see how that loads. I'm gonna cut till it loads up. Okay, so I actually kind of missed it. It looked a little sketchy there, but then all of a sudden it got nicer. So sound seems pretty good on it. And you know what? It looks like an arcade version, so let's give it a few. This ought to be interesting. Alright. So jump, shoot. Oh, nice layout even. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. This is actually really good. I love this game. Who doesn't love this game? Oh yes, the end board's always the best. Holy cow. Actually did alright. Something you don't see me do in a game normally. God, I love Metal Slug. Alright, I gotta get out of this thing. So this is playing fantastically. Is that a word? I don't know. It's playing fantastically. I don't care if it's a word or not. Such a good game. Even though I'm playing so horribly. I'm not even paying attention whether it's recording properly or not. That's how I know I'm enjoying it. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that Neo Geo Zip. Oh, that must be the BIOS right there. Fatal Fury. Yeah, a couple options on there. Game Gear, Sega Master System. R-Type. There we go. I didn't get to play it on the MAME system, but let's see how it works in here. It fired up right away. That is nice. It seems like any port. Can I charge up? Yeah, they come in from the top, just like in the arcade. So far, this has been pretty good. Yeah, this is actually a good system. I'm liking that so far. You know what? Let's just go ahead and check out Game Boy real quick here, too. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Or Excellent Game Boy. Castlevania, Donkey Kong. Let's see what else they got in here. Metroid. Oh, look at that Pokemon Red version. Oh, let's click on it, because it's a Game Boy game, but that actually worked as. In fact, if you saw my last video, I actually had it in there where I was playing it on a color version. So it actually still plays it though as it's black and white. That's very interesting. Very smooth feeling though, and I do love when you exit the options it's giving here. Gives it some form of polish at least. Battletoads, DuckTales. Alright, so let's go back. That was Game Boy. Let's check the Game Boy Advance. See if there's any Pokemon in there to compare to. No, there's not. But there's Astro Boy, so let's fire that up. Yeah, no clipping on the sound. That's good. If you're wondering why I turn the sound down, I don't know what's copyright, what's not copyright, so I just don't take the chance. Okay, so Toby, oh no, my son, how could this be? Yep. If you've seen the movie, it's I don't know, it's a pretty dark movie when it comes down to it. Before you can actually play, you got to do all this tutorial stuff that you can't skip. Yeah, so far just doing the training part here, it's actually been pretty good. I've been very impressed with actually its quality. Not the quality of my play, just the quality of the game. Such violence shooting bullets out my butt. Let's do that again. Love that game. All right, so what do we got here? Exit, configure game input. I love that. The game input was actually correct already. A was A, B was B, things like that. But I do like that they'll let you do that. There have been games, kind of like, actually a good example, Star Wars. I don't know what it is with these games, but I love these games, especially on the Game Boy Advance. But they make the up angle of shooting one of these buttons here, and I don't like that. It's nice that you can remap that. So let's click on that. There we go. We're back out of there. So, yeah, I mean, I could play all these games all day long. So far, my opinion of it is I'm pretty happy with it, actually. Let's see what we got for comparison. So it's kind of nice that it has, let me zoom out. There we go. So there's, it's not a clone system. It's an actual micro system. Let's see what else we got here. So this thing basically has a Game Boy in it. And the Game Boy Advance, let's put that in there for size. I don't have a Game Gear up here right now, but that, I mean, just size-wise, that's great. Actually, let's take that out because the original Game Boy is not a fair example just because of how large it is. But, I mean, so if we're just looking at Game Boy Advance stuff, I mean, that alone, you know, the size is actually really good. I've always liked the micro just mainly because it's a good size. It actually does hold a good charge in my opinion. I always felt this was the most comfortable style though. And I've always wanted to do a conversion on it to make it lithium, which I could do. But I've always liked that style. It needs a backlight too. This kind of incorporates a nice mix-up of it because it's not much bigger. It plays more games. And though a smaller screen, it's backlit and it's pretty good. And that's actually, I just realized that's a nice touch right there. If you see that round corner there, and you look at the original Game Boy, it's actually a really nice touch. I like that they did that. And then compared to other clones, this was my last one I did right here. This one here, compared to that size-wise, I'm going to say, obviously, hands down. But, I mean, I still like this one for the feel of playing the old school games and that takes cartridges. I like that. If you haven't seen that video, otherwise here's one. I didn't do a size comparison, I don't believe, on this one. So if you watched this video a few ago, it's actually kind of a similar layout but a little larger. And then the last two I did, you know, for Sega and Atari, and I can play both these systems on here. So you'll see size-wise, that's not bad either. And then here's probably one of my smallest Game Boys, the Pocket. I believe this was between the original and the color. And you'll see size-wise, this is pretty good. Plus, I had a weird aspect ratio on the screen there. But this does a good job handling that. I thought I read somewhere this is 30 frames per second and it had screen tears. I'd really question what they were playing. You know, I didn't add any of my own games. I played what was on here. Maybe they were having an issue with some of the MAME stuff. That did not play well. I actually played some off of camera also, and it just wasn't that good. But otherwise, yeah, I got this off. This was off Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. But this was a good unit. I really like it. And as of right now, this will be a traveling one. This is going to go in my bag. I actually just took this one out of my bag. I've been playing that one a lot. I really do like Star Wars, so I'm going to have to get this onto here. That's a different story in itself. But we'll see how it goes. If this video does good at all or it gets asked for, maybe I will throw some other stuff on there and try some stuff out. But I personally didn't experience anything bad. The screen looked good to me. I haven't even charged it up yet. It had no battery problems. I'll have to charge it up and see how long it goes for. But otherwise, it's pretty comfortable. I mean, yeah, I am kind of used to playing something like this, but it's not bad. Otherwise, hope you liked the video, and Oh yeah, like, share, all that good stuff, comment. Got to throw that in there, of course. And otherwise, thanks.